Hey man, boom, what it is, man. It's JP and back with another video today. We on Hogwarts Legacy. Now, before the video start, go ahead, hit the like button, sub up, hit the post notification button for me, man. But in the last video, we ended at the hat ceremony, and we ended up coming to Slytherin off our off our natural answers. But you could have went back and just picked any other house. But the second question is what determines your house. But now we finna go ahead, find our common room, and I'm really just jumping into it. I ain't gonna lie. Elgato been tripping. I've been trying to record. That's it. Ain't no looking around. We got things to do.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Amelda, Ominous, and Sebastian. Hold on.
Wonder where they're from.
I'm gonna go to him first.
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
I don't want to say it was exciting. I almost pressed it. I ain't gonna lie.
Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
Indeed. And how did you escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
They got an option. You can exit it or just I ain't gonna lie. I'm really not trying to press on him too much. But I'm gonna ask just cause.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Right. Another
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie, from any other interaction that I'm trying to really get information from, I'ma just keep prying. But if I feel like it's not gonna get nowhere, I'ma just stop.
Might want to think that again. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you. You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
To my legendary. I ain't gonna lie, we do
Perhaps
not
Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
I ain't gonna ask nothing about wizard chess.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
I ain't gonna lie, she's smooth. I mess with her. I ain't gonna lie.
I think I heard one.
Damn.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Come on, I like to
I'd
make
much
it
rather
interesting.
have arrived on time and without a dragon attack en route.
I'm sure. How horrible. I can only imagine. Well, it's good to have you in Slytherin. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here.
Do mermaids often appear outside the common room? I'm gonna ask this first.
Did
I don't know
that
why.
student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't trying to
Unfortunately,
hear all
most
that,
of his
'cause you spit
descendants
that
do
out
not fall
too
far
smooth.
from that tree.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Nah,
It's
he
the new
looking
fifth
down
year
like this,
Slytherin
talking to
here.
me.
Professor Weasley's
And I'm
waiting for
right
you
here.
just by the stairs.
Nah, something ain't right. Something ain't right at all.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can
Damn.
have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Alright,
This way.
hold on, I need this treasure chest real quick. I ain't gonna lie, excuse me.
I certainly would have appreciated something
Never
like the
mind.
field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. The guide will give
That's
you
crazy.
opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up. Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
No.
Revelio!
Your progress towards completing challenges appears to. Alright. Field guide challenges are the only ways. Damn. XP earned from challenge increases your level and power. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta go back to that. Too much info just piled in my brain. So for every level is a tier, and you gotta break every tier for every. What was it? It was like the challenges, the quest, field guide pages, exploration quest, combat, room of requirement. I don't know when that's gonna get touched.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
This game's so crazy.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker.
Flue flames.
Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
You've discovered a Flue Flames fast travel point. You can open the map at any time to fast travel to any discovered Flue Flame. Two areas to the left side of the map is where students in person. Alright. Gray flames, undiscovered green flames means you have discovered. Alright. Academic post issues.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
This game crazy. We
You
just
can get almost
teleporting everywhere.
anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
My family loves going to the World Cup.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Let's go with this
Can
one
you tell me
first.
more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
I really don't care about Charms class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your
So, like,
first
what's
day,
Hogsmeade?
and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor.
What's she
Although,
on?
unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Okay.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Some quests are locked by square level requirements, and each schedule will be the required level. Okay. New spells. I can't talk. New spells can be earned by completing. Okay. I ain't gonna lie. I'm going Dark Arts class first.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Damn. The charm compass will lead you to anything you're tracking. Just in case you get lost or something, or you slow like me sometimes. Like, this game is so vast, open world, your own player. I've been asking for a game like this for so long.
Stupid! Stupid!
Any cracking in the classroom?
Is that all you've got? Yeah. Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, You may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Poet? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Steady around with this one I already did. Hold on.
Levioso.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast.
Okay.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
Levioso.
Good. Now, the basic cast. Well
Okay.
done.
I see. I'm
Very good.
tripping.
But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now,
I gotta
want
crush
a
you, I
fair
ain't gonna
duel,
lie.
Using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy.
Protego. You're good.
Hold on.
Levioso effective.
Yeah, hold on.
This
Hold on, I
could
gotta
be the
tag
first
you out.
duel. Let's just say
I do join my duel.
Hold on.
Levioso.
Hold on, I gotta
Try
dog you
to
out.
anticipate your opponent's next move.
Over with. Over with. Over with.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Like the first 3 attacks, I did button mash.
I put you
I
on
was
the
trying to
spot,
activate the
and you rose
other
to the
little
challenge.
skill I can't
Points
cap.
to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
I ain't gonna lie, I mess with Professor Heck.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
You stupid if you try her in a duel.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Cause he keep egging that on, and I ain't. We gonna keep it under wraps
In
right
fact, it
now.
was.
I ain't gonna lie.
Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, You might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
It sounds intriguing,
Unsanctioned?
but it do sound suspicious.
I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
I ain't gonna figure. I was gonna break all top rules anyway. But now I got charms class.